Welcome back to Cuba's Automotive. Working on the 2015 BMW 535i. The issue, this is my third visit, okay? I wasn't very fond of the footage from the second visit, and the first one I didn't have my camera with me. So initial visit, this headlight lens was cracked, and I believe the shop owner, he went ahead, bought a new assembly. The assembly does not come with a control module or any of the LED, the Corona LEDs, as you'll see later on. Everything has to be transferred over. So one of the things I had to do, actually let's go ahead. Well, come over here, babes. I have this tucked like this because of the rain and keeping water intrusion out. Okay, this is the main power and ground feeds from the BCM, from the fuse box, and the BCM also, which is called the footwell module on here. It provides the power, ground, and any kind of controls on here. So I verified we had power, I verified we had grounds, and then after all that, I determined that the control module was the ultimate issue in why the light wasn't turning on. Even though everything was transferred over and the lens is complete, everything is plugged in. And in fact, I found burnt fuses. I believe it was fuse 127, which was in the trunk area on the side. Because initially I was not getting power, and that's what I had determined. And after getting power, I still didn't have power to the bulbs, or like they weren't functioning. Okay, I might have had power, but they weren't functioning. They weren't being turned on with the switch. Stay there. Right now the switch is off. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. Tail light, headlight. You can see that on. Now it's on? Okay, off. Yeah, so with the simple function of the key, as you see, they should light up. Now we had the bulb over here, correct? Or this bulb that was on, correct?
Yeah.
This bulb, yeah, okay. And then the outer rings, along with this guy and this guy, tail light, I believe. Those are just the parking lights. So in essence, that's how we figured out what we were lacking. So this light comes on, which is the low beam. We have this LED bar and this LED bar, the Corona rings, which are the daytime running lights, I believe, on this. So when this didn't do anything, he also was assuming that it had to be programmed to the vehicle. Okay, I attempted to do that, and it wouldn't even communicate with the vehicle. The fact that I had powers, grounds, and everything else going on all well here, I just called the headlight control module, and I'll show you that in a bit. And yeah, I had to wait on that. He had to get that from the dealer. Now, let me tell you, this headlight assembly was about $2,000 without the control modules, without anything else. The only thing it included was a new bulb, I think, in the low beam area. That's crazy. $2,000 because your headlamp lens cracked. That's crazy. And then when I called the control module, I think it was close to another $1,000 right there. So I had to make sure I called the right thing. So I felt confident, and then when I saw the old headlight assembly, which I guess I'll take you over there before I do the Spanish edition. Come over here with me. And this is the old assembly. This is upside down. Oh, icky. Okay. Okay, so it wasn't quite this bad before, but I might have gotten, I don't know, more pieces dropped off. But you can see how much water it holds in there. And this is how it sits. And this path right here, okay, goes directly into the control unit right here, as you see, wetness, as soon as I flipped it over. So that's where the guy sits, right here. And that's the power. So that was another thing I had found. I will include those photos. I did take that with my phone. I did see some green crusties on the main connection. Easily could have been because it was exposed to the elements, both here and on the receiving end. So the harness on the vehicle. But if you can see back here, I don't know how clear that's going to come out, but there was green crusties on that connection bar down there in the bottom. You can see them, especially on that side. On the one end, you can see the green crusties. Not so much on this end, but mostly on that end. Can you see that? Okay. So yeah, control module sits here. This, I was verifying some other things. This would be the module for, I think, low beam. I'm not sure. I've been working on this darn thing off and on for the last month now, because I only get called for when he gets the new part, or after I called, like I said, the control module. And just recently I had to call the side module here, which I think is for the low beam, and these Corona LEDs, which have their own modules, and I'll show you the old ones. Let me go ahead. So I was able to go ahead and get the old modules. Now these are from the second visit, after I had communication, like I said, with this guy. Okay, I made the call on this guy. The second time I was able to come, I had my camera, I just didn't like the footage and how things turned out. My explanation, I'm still very, very new to Beamer. I can't stand them. Yeah, I'm just not a fan. So I made the call. I was able to communicate now, and I went to do the initialization. In fact, I was able to do that with the launch. I'm surprised. However, we did not have lights here, which are called the Corona rings. Funnily enough, Corona. And the high and low beam from here. Okay, I did have this light functioning, I did have this light functioning, this light, and upon initialization, when I'm trying to calibrate everything, it would go through the process. It would have this light, the turn light, oh yeah, and that turn signal light would also be fine. However, when it got to the LED rings, okay, it would just shut off. Okay, you could see this guy blip on, and that was it. It would just stop the initialization, because obviously they're shorted. And you see the cob lights from here at the bottom. The cob lights, okay? And what it does, it just shines through this plastic piece in here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That guy's not in the best shape. Okay, that guy's better. This guy's already broken. But you see there's like a triangular part in the base. Clear plastic. Can you see that? Maybe I'll just take a picture of the camera. Phone. So that would actually fit into here. Okay, and what it does, it just radiates throughout the whole ring. You know, it's so bright, it just lights it up. And the side module here, this is, I believe, expressly for the high and low beam here on the side. Yeah, because everything else is working. I can't see why not. This is a brand new bulb on the new assembly. That's the only thing it came with. So everything got transferred over. My second visit, I was able to communicate. I'm just going to reiterate. I was able to communicate. I was going through initialization, and it would stop once it got to the LED rings here, okay, the Corona rings. And this wouldn't function, but this would function. So it has like a certain sequence of events that it does, its process. And I guess if one thing is wrong, then it just stops there, okay? So now with my third visit, I'm recording everything again. We have the new stuff from BMW. We'll go ahead and install that. Has its new seals, which I didn't even think I saw that on the old guys here. There's rubber. But yeah, we have that, the whole thing. And then the connections are intact, I'm sure. Once we open that up and put that all together. It even comes with a new bulb. It comes as a kit from Beamer. And that's that. So I just popped the trunk. I got the headlight module assembly in here. Okay. Brand new guy. It's got a couple of scuffs on it just from the in and out of assembling, because it's not the best or easiest to do on that guy. So right now we have a brand new control module here. Okay, I don't have to clean this guy. I cleaned the plug as best I could, and then we got to go ahead and install the new LEDs, the LED modules here in the base. okay, and that one last module here on the side, which is for the high and low beam on the center. So just wanted to point that out. Brand new guy, beamer, everything's directly from dealer. So I think now our total cost is probably about $4K. That's crazy. Yeah. All right. I will see you guys in a bit. Alright, we're going to go ahead and install the LEDs. I've already plugged just one in. Just lays in here. Okay, try to line it up because you have a little triangular thing I was talking about. In fact, let me go ahead and take that picture. The car running right now, so it can recharge the battery a bit. They have the same size torques on every one of these little modules. I think it's a T20, correct, and same size screws for all of them, so they're pretty much straightforward. I like just go ahead and hand screw them. And then I can go ahead and snug them up with the ratchet. I'm not too tight. It's just plastic. I see it stop and I stop. But you want to make sure that the gasket is doing its job. I'll show you the other one. And then I'll go ahead and record this in Spanish. I hate having my hair down and my face. See this gasket here. Just want to make sure that it's doing its job. And that's that. So all I'm going to do from here is just plug it in and go ahead and do the initialization. I have the steering wheel straight, okay, so anything else shouldn't matter on this. I'm doing the calibration and doing the initialization. We'll see. See if it works. Key on. Headlight too?
Now they're both all off.
Cool. But the LEDs are on.
The rings.
Really? Nice. Okay, so we're gonna go from there. Ready? Ready? So I'm back in the car. I have it plugged in right now. All I did, like I said, was just plug it in, and I'm gonna go ahead and just turn tail lamps first, see what it works, see parking lights. And how about the other side? What does it look like? Okay, you wanna show them? So they both look the same right now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there's headlights on. Are they both doing the same? And this is before initializing, so, I'm sorry, what? Okay, so this is before initializing and doing anything, so I just want to see what it would do. And the vehicle's off. I'm gonna go turn key on. Oh, key was on, shoot. All these mosquitoes are getting on me. Freaking, okay. Key on. Okay, key on. Good?
This one's light is on and that one isn't.
Okay, I got it initialized. So that's it without the calibration. I just wanted to show that. Cool? So I have the car off, freshly turned off. Everything else is off. For some reason, I see that the blowers like to turn on. So I have everything off underneath in the dash, and the lights are off, but this is on automatically. As you see, before I never had the corona rings on the passenger side, so that's a good sign right there. I'm going ahead and connecting with the computer now. I'm going to do a quick health report just for poop and laughter, and then I'll go ahead and do the initialization. I know from service info you got to have everything off. Key is supposed to be on, but the engine's supposed to be off. So for those that like to connect with the car running, I just want to mention that. I don't know if it's bad or not, but that's what service info says. Engine off. The lights off, position. And then we'll go ahead and calibrate. I'll go ahead and do that in silence so that way I can just record it one time for both languages. And I'll show the fault report in one moment. See if everything works. I'm gonna go parking lights. How about the other guy? Same thing, same thing?
Yep.
And headlights. Same thing?
Just one.
Just one. Why? Why is that? I wonder if it got killed. That's weird. Everything else, now I have the corona rings and everything else. Actually, let me go ahead. We're gonna record this, see how we got nothing there. Let's see if we can control it with the footwell module. So everything's off now. Sorry. All right, we'll go ahead back. Actuation test. And see why that module is not, or that light is not turning on. Is that why they give us a light? Because it gets burnt out with a bad module? I don't know. I can't see that being the case, but... All right. Exterior lights. We have the low beams. Active. Oh yeah, I guess it must be out or something. That's crazy. Stop. Alright, so you saw, I'm going to activate it again. We have low beam here and nothing there. So I'm going to go ahead and install that low beam light for poop and laughter and see if that fixes the issue. Bob, there's no bulb in it. There's no bulb.
There's no bulb in it?
There's no bulb in it.
I thought I read in the thing that it comes complete with bulbs.
The other side, the inner one, because I know I had that lit up.
It's a good thing we got the bulb, right?
I guess so, with it. Yeah, there's no bulb in there.
Correct. Is that the right one?
Yeah, I compared it with the old one. I just got to reuse the ring, the locking ring that goes on there. So I take off the cap, and guess what I find? No bulb. So there's your problem, lady. Yeah, no bulb. Let me see here. Oh yeah, the connection is just hanging around. Holy cannoli. Now when he ordered this, it said he was told that it was complete with all the bulbs and everything. So that's just crazy. So this guy has the adaptives. As you can see, the motor, you have a couple motors. This, I forgot to mention an English one. I'm glad I mentioned it in Spanish, but now I saw the motor, I'm going to mention it in English. This has adaptive lighting where it will turn one way or another with the steering wheel. So that's why I mentioned I had the steering wheel straight. Okay? Oh, and there's your trap door for the bulb. That's crazy. That's good to know too. So those of you who haven't done beamer headlights yet, here's a little trap door from your fender well that you're able to undo these 4 torques. Okay? And then pull this bit. Oh man, what a nonsense, dude. Let me go grab that locking ring and I'll go ahead and do that process with you guys. This is off the other guy, so this is still wet. We had torrential rains yesterday. I want to be sure that this thing is 100% dry before doing anything. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I keep getting bit up. I keep putting my arms up, but I don't like long sleeves. Oh my god, I'm so weird. Okay. Yeah, let me just continue drying this. This is the locking ring for the base of the bulb, and I will show you that. I think I have it dry enough now. She keeps turning it on and off on me, so I'm just like... yeah, so one of the things I'm noticing, that it didn't even come with a locking ring. So let's say, I don't know, you don't have it, it got damaged or whatever, you'll have to order the locking ring separate from the control modules and everything else. So I'm telling you, we're about $4,000 in the hole with this thing. I can't believe. So, and no matter what, I know that the things on the bottom were bad. There was no way for me to tell that this was bad. I guess I could now, knowing that there's an additional connector in there. I didn't know. Hindsight, but it comes together with the kit. So no matter what, it comes with the bulb, this side module for the low beam, and the 2 LED Corona things. So we're gonna go ahead and install this guy. I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna treat it like a halogen. And all we're gonna do, this is one way, okay? As I pointed out earlier on the other guy, just hook this guy on here, and boom, snap, okay? All right, so I already clicked it in place now. Now we're gonna go ahead. This only goes one way as well. Just pay attention so you're not forcing it. You have 2 pins here and a single, okay? And you have 2 pins and a single, or 2 pins and a single. Okay, so it just goes 2 pins, 2 pins. So you just push it in, there's no button, click, boom. And then just have this almost facing up. This tab is going to line up with the tab up top. I don't know if you can see that. So this goes in, and you'll feel it bottom out. Nope. Yeah, okay, bottom out, boom, yeah. It just went in too easy, you know? So now we'll just go ahead and put this top back in, boom, 4 Torx bolts, and go on from there. The same T20. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the switch on and see. The key is off, everything else is off. I'm just gonna turn the switch. How's that? Nothing yet? Key is off, so. All right, so we'll just go ahead and use scan tool. Oh, I forgot I gotta turn the key on, right? Okay, key on. Of course, we have the Corona. Actually, let me see again. Now that I have the key on, I'm gonna use the vehicle switch. Headlights. Still nothing? Nice.
Did it go out on the dash?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Did you say service there?
Service headlight, yeah. I'm not getting that yet. I'll cycle the key again, make sure I have an after report before I go ahead and...
That's what you want from your car, an after report.
I do, yes. Because anything that happens after the after report is not me. I cover CYA, you know, cover your behind.
That's a little funny.
Oh, goodness.
After report.
Yes. So, as you guys saw, we did have headlight activation, right? All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do this in Spanish, and we'll be right back. And as you heard, I told him I'm going to go give him an after report. Always CYA, right? Okay, so one final word now that my mic is on. Do not buy a BMW. So far, we're looking at $4,000 total put into this thing. And in fact, be aware that BMW does not include bulbs. Okay, they give you this entire assembly. $2,000 doesn't get you bulbs, doesn't get you modules, doesn't get you everything. Okay, it's everything part by part by part. However, the last set of parts that we did get was the LED Coronas that go on the bottom. It came with this bulb without the locking ring. So just be aware before purchasing a BMW. I would stay away, personally. If you have the money and you have the time for it, whatever. So I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys found this helpful, entertaining, whatever. I'll talk to you next time.